안녕하세요 여러분 잘 지내고 있어요? 제 이름은 Grazel인데 I've been learning Korean for quite some time now and to be honest guys, I've never spent a dime for learning Korean as I've always relied on free online resources to learn new languages. And the reason why I decided to make a video sharing the best apps for learning Korean is because I believe it is hard to know which resources to trust when you have thousands of options to choose from. So in this video, I'd like to share with you guys 6 free beginner-friendly apps for learning and practicing each skill in Korean. And whether you're on a budget or don't want to spend any money at all, this video is just right for you. So when I was just starting out, I didn't know anything about the Korean alphabet, aka Hangul, and an effective app that I used during that time to learn Hangul was Write It in Korean. I know for sure that there must be hundreds of apps like this, but writing Korean, guys, is by far the best one because it allows you to both learn and practice your Korean handwriting as well as the pronunciation of each character, and it also teaches you Hangul stroke by stroke. So I think it took me a week or so to be able to write and read in Hangul with this app. And now, since you guys already have an app to learn Hangul, let me share with you guys one that I use for learning Korean vocab, which is Memrise. And a really cool feature about this app is that it separates the vocabularies by levels, from Korean 1 all the way to Korean 5. So it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or an advanced Korean learner, this app is just right for you. Another thing that I love about Memrise is that it also tests you on your pronunciation, memory, writing, and listening, providing a well-rounded practice session. Plus, the app incorporates review sessions for each lesson and level, which is truly helpful for when you already know the vocab and just want to practice to reinforce your knowledge. On the same note, I also like to use a fantastic resource called KOKOA for learning Korean vocab and expressions because, similar to Memrise, KOKOA helps you to expand your Korean vocabulary as it introduces new words and phrases in context, which is really good for reinforcing understanding through practical examples. And what I particularly appreciate about KOKOA is its focus on diverse aspects of language acquisition, because in each lesson you get to learn tons of new Korean words just by hearing and practicing its pronunciation. And after you finish the vocab session, you also get to learn grammar by listening to a real-life Korean conversation. Aside from this amazing tool, guys, each lesson also covers a grammar practice as well as a reading and writing practice.
씨, 이사 갈 집은 정했어요?
네, 다음 달에 이사할 거예요.
Now, let's move on to grammar. Even though I normally use websites like Talk to Me in Korean, How to Study Korean, and Topic Guide for learning grammar points, there's one app that I unconditionally love to use when it comes down to learning grammar points. And this app is called LingoDeer. I've been using LingoDeer since I was a total beginner in Korean, and it definitely helped me to learn Korean from the ground up. And for me, what sets LingoDeer apart is its comprehensive approach, because LingoDeer basically has everything you need combined in just one app. I'm talking about grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, practice, and even interactive stories in Korean, which are a brilliant way to apply everything that you've learned in a real-life context. And to be honest, guys, personally it's my favorite part of this app as it adds a dynamic and immersive element to language learning. Another extremely helpful feature in LingoDeer is the learning tips that help you go deeper into what you study during each lesson. It's basically a summary of what the lesson covered and a highlight of the most important parts. By the way, guys, another thing that I cannot forget to mention is the importance of using the right apps for translation, because as you may already know, Google Translate isn't effective at all when it comes down to translating Asian languages like Korean that have politeness levels and different endings. So instead of using Google Translate, I always use this app right here called Papago to translate any new words that I come across and also to check if my pronunciation is spot on. But guys, keep in mind that even though Papago is better than Google Translate, at least for Korean, it's not always perfect. And as you become more advanced in Korean, it's always a better choice to use dictionaries like the Naver one instead of translation apps, as by doing this you can actually help your brain to stop translating and actually try to use the words you learn in real life situations. So those were my top 6 fave apps for learning Korean. I do hope this video helped you, and if it did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know you like this content. Share this content to help other people as well, and subscribe to the channel for more language learning videos. Also, if you have other apps recommendations or any related questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. It was nice to see you again. Study bugs, time tobayo.